Alright, it's Henry again, and today I'm going to be reviewing the limited edition 1:144 scale high-grade Char's Dom. Alright, so here is the kit, and like I said, this is a limited edition kit, as you can tell from the plain white box art and the metallic finish. Now, I believe there's two different Char's Dom kits that are both limited editions. One is a normal colored red and black and gray plastic, and then there's this one that's a kind of a metallic plated kit, not quite chrome plated because it's not like you can really see a reflection in it, but it does have a nice metallic look to it. So anyway, here's the manual. So you can see it just has the normal Rick Dom manual. One thing about this kit is that the original high-grade Universal Century Dom/Rick Dom comes with parts to make either the Dom or the Rick Dom. This one, however, Bandai has left out all of the parts for the normal Dom, so you can only build the Rick Dom from this kit. The bottom of the feet are different, and I think there's a couple other details that are different as well. So anyway, this is it, and the only real painting I did on here was the little yellow thingy right there, and then the mono eye I painted pink. But other than that, I did use a little bit of paint to go and clean up all of the nub marks, because as many of you know, on metallic kits like this, you cut the parts off the runners and it leaves a nasty little nub mark where you cut the part off. And if for those of you who watched my short little tutorial on cleaning up nub marks on metallic kits, saw how I fixed those, and I think it actually turned out pretty well. You can still kind of see them if you look up close, but from a distance they're not nearly as visible as they used to be. So in that aspect I think it was fairly successful. Anyway, you do get some stickers with this kit. 3 pink stickers. 2 of those go on the bazookas, 1 for the mono eye, and then 1 yellow sticker for the little thingy on the chest. Okay, so articulation wise, his head is on a peg and a ball joint kind of weird thing in there. It can go up and down like so. Can't really go side to side at all. It can rotate very, very little. That's about as far as it rotates right there. But the mono eye does move. Unfortunately, it's got a clear piece right there. Well, I say unfortunately, but I actually kind of like the clear piece there. It looks nice, but to move the mono eye, you got to take the top of the head off. So it's kind of troublesome, but you take the top of the head off, and the mono eye is actually kind of cool. It's on a ball joint, so it can move side to side and up and down, like so. So you can pretty much move it anywhere within this little cross-shaped visor thing. And then you can just put that right back on top. Again, it's a little bit tricky, but fiddle with it and you'll eventually get it back on there. Anyway, there is a mid-torso joint. There's a joint right here, and then of course the waist joint. So it's got a little bit of forward and back, a little bit of side to side, so I can do that number. And then he's got a peg at the waist, which unfortunately, because of the skirt armor, the red part of the skirt armor, he can't rotate very much at all. So a little bit of articulation hindrance there. The shoulder joints are halfway decent. Can come forward and back, 360 obviously, and go all the way up, actually pretty far up. 360 below the shoulder. The elbow joint is a single joint. It's going to bend about 90 degrees. And of course, the wrists are on ball joints, so they can wiggle and rotate and all that good stuff. See, the skirt armor has a little bit of movement to it. These front 2 panels right here can move up and down separately, and they're separate straight out of the box. You don't have to cut them in half like on some high grades. The side skirts can move just a little bit. They pretty much can just go up and down. And the back skirt doesn't really move. However, these thrusters under here can go up and down. Forgot to mention the thrusters on the backpack can also move up and down as well. Let's see, hip joints are on ball joints, so they can go pretty far back because of the skirt armor. They can go forward like that, out, about like so. A little bit of rotation there. Knee joint is a double jointed knee, but you're only going to get about 90 degrees out of it. And the ankle joint is actually kind of cool. It's a the ankle joint actually extends all the way up into the entire lower leg, so it can move around here. You got these thrusters down here, and then there's that big old joint in there which lets the ankles move really far forward. I guess Bandai wanted people to be able to do the kind of leaning forward dashing pose like so, but he does do that pretty well thanks to this nice ankle joint. And you got lots of side to side, pretty much 360 rotation, and really good articulation with the ankles. So that does it for articulation. Let's go over accessories. Now he comes with these two weapon hands. They've got two holes in them, pretty much just good for the heat rod saber thing. He comes with one trigger finger for the right hand, and one outstretched palm for the left hand, which is actually really nicely detailed. There we go. Looking really good. Looking about as good as a B Club HDM hand. And then, as far as weapons go, he does come with the normal Dom Bazooka. It's got a clear piece here for the scope. Let's see, this handle right here can move up and down. The little thingy on the end can move back and forth as well. And that's about it. And with the included trigger finger hand, he seems to hold onto it with no problem at all. Holds it really well up under the arm. Getting it over the shoulder I find is a little bit tricky though, just because of the angle that the hand has to be at. It's just not working all that well. Oh, that's right, I forgot. The handle can move forward like so. There we go. That was the solution. I just forgot about it. The handle can move forward just like that to allow for better over-the-shoulder poses. And then you've also got the giant Brickdom beam bazooka, and it's actually really tall, even taller than the model kit itself. And it also has a movable handle that can swivel back and forth for better posing. It's got a clear part for the scope right there. And once again, thanks to the movable handle, he's able to hold it, although I find that it's really front heavy. As you can see, he's kind of having trouble keeping it on his shoulder. So if you want to have it up, you may want to put it up there, and even then, really front heavy, just simply because it's so big. So you let it go, and there it goes. So you may want to put some glue in those joints and just tighten those up a bit to get them to hold this thing a little bit better. And of course, a Dom wouldn't be a Dom if it didn't have a heat saber. Now here it is, molded in dark gunmetal and gold plastic. This gold isn't actually gold plated, it's just gold colored plastic. And he's got the little connector on his backpack. And store it right there. And put it in either one of the weapon closed fist looking hands, like so. And of course, just being a heat saber, holds it really easily. And one last thing I did want to mention is that the Dom does have a plug up here for an action-based connector, as well as a little piece that goes inside it when it's not in use. So that about does it for my review of the limited edition high-grade Char's Rick Dom. Overall, I think it's a pretty solid kit. It definitely has its good points. The color separation is really good. The only stickers you need are the mono eye and the scopes and the little yellow thingy on the chest. The likeness to the anime is fantastic. It looks really good, as most high-grade Universal Century kits do. I like the fact that it's got so much detail on it. Even like under the skirt armor, it even has molded in mechanical detail. And like the red up under the shoulder armor is even molded in a separate color. So that's a really nice touch. And just overall really good job. The only real issues I found with it were kind of the articulation issues in the torso. That hurt it a little bit, but then again, that's more to the Dom's design rather than the actual model kit's fault. And the weight issue, there we go, with the giant beam bazooka there was also something that needed to be addressed. Although, like I said earlier, you can probably fix that with a little dab of super glue in those joints. But overall, I think it's a really solid kit. And this is a limited edition, so it's kind of hard to put a price on this, so I don't know how much I can really comment about value. I didn't even pay any money for this. I got it in a trade. But I do like the way it came out. I do like the metallic red finish. Another downside of this kit was the nub marks. Had to go back and clean all of those up, which is something I don't usually have to do, because I usually just sand the nubs down, paint over them, but this time I actually had to go back and pay attention to the nub marks. But overall, I think the effect of the look of the metallic limited edition is pretty good. So I guess that about does it. I think that covers everything for this kit. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.